All right. Welcome, everyone to Team Sauce Podcast. So we are doing a halftime watch along. This match was too good to let slide. Joining us today, we got Dunga, we got Robbie, we got Anto. Um, let's enjoy the game. It's been a good game so far. Let me adjust the scores. We have Arsenal 0, Manchester United 1 so far. Hope you guys enjoy the stream. Gentlemen, thoughts so far? Definitely. Hmm. Yeah. I feel like it's been a fairly even game so far. Arsenal looks good, but on the break, Manchester United looks pretty decent as well. Feel like it's not gonna be a 1-0 game though. I feel like there's another goal coming. Um, yeah, I'm hoping it's because that'll make it more entertaining. Yeah. Yep. True. Anthony looks decent. Yeah. The 100 mil. If I feel like it's good that he scored because there'd be so much pressure, with the price tag. Um, yeah, right. So him scoring today is good for his games going forward. Yep, yep. Yeah, Arsenal has been dominating possession. Yeah. And again, coming from a city supporter, like possession is one thing, but you gotta have end product as well. So Manchester United is leading right now, so I need to see a goal from Arsenal. Wait, yo, what's your timestamp, Dunga? Oh, you're like yo, you guys are like 30 seconds ahead of me. uh, I'm gonna refresh the stream. So, I can't believe. Yeah, I mean, if like I feel like the fact that you can sometimes deceive the referee and get a call from it. Yeah, people abuse it nowadays. Yeah, yeah, right. Yo, folks in the chat, yo, don't be shy. The chat's there. We want to hear your thoughts as well. Watching the game together, after all. We got 5 people in the chat today. Shout out to those 5. Yeah. Can you see who's in the chat? I'd love to. Nah, you can't. All right, so I refreshed my stream. What's your timestamp? 54. Still, it's still like 15 seconds. It's shorter now though. Yeah. So, hey, I'm not even gonna lie. Arteta, he stole some of our ideas, man. Like he learned a lot under Pep and took it to Arsenal. Pep, yo, yeah, yeah, I'm right. Yeah, of course. Yeah, because he's gotten the players now. Like I'm being half like this is half jokes, half half real talk. Like we literally transformed Arsenal. We gave them a manager. We gave them players. Like what? What? I don't get it. Like I feel like if they turn around and win the title, take the title from us, I'm gonna be so pissed. Of course, professionally, yeah. Yeah. Yo, why does Casemiro not start? That I'm kind of puzzled. Well, but Anthony starts, so right. Yo, Mal- Malasia is getting beaten for pace every dribble from Saka. Like And Anthony got sub. Interesting sub. That's a very interesting sub. Pass the ball with your foot, bro. Dang, I'm behind. I didn't see it yet. Dang, it's not gonna hit the same. I just saw it. Nice. All right. Now I just need the score to stay 1-1. Yeah, a good goal. We like we threw that game, bro. Like I don't know what is. I mean, it's early. It's very early. So like I know Pep is like trying things out, like resting. We got Sevilla coming up, so I knew because everybody was saying why did Alvarez not come on, but like Pep is just navigating the team right now, getting to know his new team. So it is what it is. But let's focus on the game at hand right here. I don't want to talk about dropping points. All right, all right. So Neil finally joined us, fully decked out in red. Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah. Neil, check the group chat real quick. Yeah. Mhm. I mean, I would say so, but I also want to like point out that like he's in a bigger team, and uh, and yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, not saying anything about Everton and Villa, but like I feel like Arsenal. Yeah, I, yeah. I feel like yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. I also feel like just the simple fact that Lampard got sacked or Bob like that already puts him down like a tier. Yo, Saka, what's good? What's good? I now watch no more. Oh, Rashford scores. Oh crap! I was paying attention to chat. Saka, what's good? What's good, bro? You're not watching anymore. Dang, that's tough. Yo, what? My stream froze. What the heck? There we go. I just saw the go. Decent. Yo, yo, Neil gotta shut up. this game is not ending 2-1 though. Vex, cause even though we scored a personnel change not necessary. I was questioning that change too, Saka. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess trust in the manager, I guess. That's what I'm doing right now as a City supporter. I was just about to ask you guys the same thing. Like, can't hear everyone. Um, hold on. As in, as, as in, hold on. Let me check if my audio is. Check, mic check. Yo, Saka, can you hear? Can you hear right now? Oh, you can't hear anyone else? Oh, you can't hear anyone else? Hold on. I feel like only my audio is coming through. Let me no, I think that's on me. Let me fix it. I think that's on me. Let me fix it. Nah, I got some new audio equipment recently, so kind of messed up my
Okay.
settings. I got some new audio equipment. How about now?
Okay.
Work, man.
Good tackle, Fred. Good tackle.
How about now?
Yo, I'm hearing
Yeah, I'm
the
hearing
live.
myself. Yeah. Hold
I'm
on.
hearing the live YouTube, so maybe I your phone, Saka.
Yo, I'm hearing. Yeah, I'm hearing.
Yeah,
You
man.
hearing me right? You hearing me right?
No, he was
No,
saying he could hear me, but he couldn't hear everyone else. So yo, is it good right now?
Ah, McTominay, what was that, bro? It's a stupid yellow card, man.
So that's the thing with Scott McTominay. Yes, Casemiro pick up a lot of cards, yes, but at the same time, like
That's stupid
sensible cards,
cards. Exactly.
not like
Those stupid cards, bro. That was a stupid card. Like that don't need it. That drag back wasn't necessary.
unnecessary, bro.
Ah, damn. The Jesus kicked a good shot there. I can't lie.
Yes, it was my G.
Not
Time
today,
never
bro.
time never come across. You know, it's like a taxi and it's come right across and put on a red shirt.
That low socks merchant Smith Rowe coming on.
Tax merchant.
Low tax merchant. Who are low tax merchant?
That Smith Rowe.
My God. Well, Grealish,
Aye, man.
Grealish,
So far.
Aguero. You know, but did I ask him the same thing earlier? I'm like, yo, how?
Go, Bruno, good pass. Good pass, Bruno. Good pass. Good pass.
Una again?
Go on, Ronaldo.
Why
Poor
am I-
cross, man.
Yeah, he's having a good game. I see game, man.
Martinez, calm down, man.
On the side. It's tight.
Yo, Neil, what's your timestamp?
71-42 right now.
Yeah, a minute behind, bro.
So if Ronaldo poor cross, it's all go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, me and you up on the same time. I'm gonna refresh this.
I think it's probably the football TV, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Watching it straight
Football
out.
TV, I think.
It works, so. I'm like,
Arteta making 3 changes.
and Ketia, come on, come stitch it.
Yo, man, I tell us Ronaldo every time when I arrive, I put the ball up on him right foot.
And the thing about it is, no one was in the box to really put that cross in. That's the next thing. That was
Mhm.
like, why never just cut back and try link up with Rashi? Rashi could have come short with it.
Them three change are problem, you know.
Yeah. Lakanga off his attacking change him. Arteta make.
That's two.
I'm see
Long as
who
they pick up
else.
card, me good.
Zinchenko
that
off. Bro, Smith Rowe is kind of that player that he can produce.
Who the
a
number
little magic.
21?
Yo,
Vieira?
he's pulling
Yeah, Fabio
Odegaard.
Vieira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fabio Vieira going at midfield, eh?
Technically, he's a wing and a nail, but he can play a 10 still. But I don't know. I don't know if him and Smith Rowe probably interchange. I don't know. Need to get on the ball. Good tackle, Malasia. Ref, come on. Man, win the ball, bro.
Team fast. As you do fast, brother.
Bro, I told you you're a minute behind, son.
Like the idea of being behind on the stream.
Yeah, it's kind of jarring still. But I got the legit link. Because the first watch along, I was the one that was like 2 minutes behind all of you. I was in Chelsea game. Yeah. I searched for a link that was ahead of you guys. It's just how it is, bro.
This guy.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, yo.
All right,
Good pass, Erickson. Go. Go, Erickson. Go, Erickson.
Score
15
again.
minutes.
Rashi.
3-1.
3-1.
3-1.
Ah,
Yeah.
I don't think
That's
I don't think
before the goal scored.
I don't think there's enough time. Yeah, I don't think there's enough time.
Let me tell you about Ronaldo link up play now. No, I hear me.
I don't think there's enough time for Arsenal to come back in this
The
one.
first one to come off, but he didn't make the second one.
Rashford! Kick
Yeah.
with that ball, Ericsson. Arm to them. Rashi is back.
Side, yeah, side. Everybody on side.
yeah, what you saying about the free transfer now, man? Oh,
Rashi.
Told you, bro.
Rashi for play Dougie Miguel. I'm link Pablo right now. I'm link Pablo. Pablo, but tell you now.
You almost get there still enough.
Ross, I call this 3-1. You called it. Good prediction. Yo, I feel like I'm not even updating the scores. God dang, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that, bro.
Yeah, I'm so
Excited. Look
I'm
at
so
Ben White
into the
starting like a
game.
punk.
Almost
so-
get there, Yata. Look how close him get there.
Ah, he's a punk, man. $50 million down the drain, man.
Picture still. Could I push you in?
Arteta, crowning your tears, Arteta. It's Rashi, bro.
Go, Grasky.
NBA Rash Bandicoot.
You know the craziest thing, bro? From the first 2 games to where we are right now, bro. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Credit to Ten Hag, brother.
Trust your manager, bro. What
Credit
this
to
day? What
manager,
do
bro.
we do? We trusted our manager, bro. Don't worry, fam.
In my
Don't
flipping
worry.
manager, bro.
Me like, we're not happy still.
Right?
Nah, I'm happy, bro.
Them 2 horrible games, bro. Me did think so you had
full
a
control,
funny.
Rashi. Crap. Right, Neil.
I forgive it. Yeah, this is scary, you know. If, with the squad I don't have the bro, I don't really want to not play a good guys.
Like I said, bro,
I give him some confidence now and then a problem, you know.
Right?
we have good enough players, bro. We just need a style, a system that would suit all their strengths. And who needs to improve in the areas they need improvement on, they not can get them improved.
Actually good with that.
Yeah, it was a poor control. I should have control still.
Some boys that when them Arsenal reach Old Trafford now, different story, you know, they might talk about, yo, I need it. That's all right. Don't
I
put on
guess the
slab
mirror
it.
time.
Yeah.
No,
I forgive
not
it.
flooded.
But when it comes to these
Yeah,
derby
I-
games, some don't always seem to turn up for them rivalry games, bro.
Yeah. Arsenal. I feel like Arsenal didn't manage the counter attacking well. Like almost all 3 goals like came from breaks and like I don't
Came from
think-
mistakes, yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, that's what we have to do.
But
there's
their
no way
goal
we
came
can
from a mistake.
pass
Jason.
the
What are
ball
you
around
talking
like
about?
that, bro.
So
That's
you
not
can
gonna
manage you can set up to manage a counter. It's not far fetched.
Yeah, but their goal came
Yeah.
from a counter as well, really. Well, a turnover.
Bro, I'm not saying anything about their goal. I'm saying they didn't
So why-
manage their. Well,
that's up to their
I'm an objective viewer on this game, bro. I'm not a fan of either
I
team.
get what you're saying.
I
but
can't.
I'm just saying.
I'm just, this man is getting super defensive over here.
I'm just telling you, I'm telling you how it is. They scored on the counter as well.
Yeah,
I really
and that's
had a
and that's
bit, yeah.
fine. What I said had nothing to do with that. I'm just saying as an objective person viewing this match, Arsenal didn't manage the counters attacks very well.
Yeah.
That will
Good interception,
that,
Lissandra.
that left back. The left back on the side. One
Oh.
name.
Malasia,
Or why isn't it that Manchester United counter attack was so good?
what that have to do? Like what? What me not understand with the Man U fan is that them sensitive. That what that have to do with what that have to do with the comment? No, Here what I say. If me make an object, I'm not a Man U fan. I'm not an Arsenal fan. I'm watching the game. Hold on. I didn't see it.
Alright, slap it again. Damn, Maguire, come on.
Oh.
God damn.
Let me finish my thought.
Yeah, go ahead, Jason. Quick.
Yeah, I am a neutral in this game, right? I'm not a fan of either team. I saw something. I addressed it. Neil, can you let me finish? Yeah, I saw something. I addressed it. I don't get why Man U fans are all in their feelings. Like it ain't that deep, bro. Arsenal did a poor job at managing the counters because fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Like you can't get fooled 3 times by the same. You can't if you concede a goal the same way 3 times. That's poor management. I'm a coach. I know this. If I get scored on from a set play twice, I'm gonna make sure I don't get scored on a set play 3 times. Like that's just managing a team.
Good
Huh?
tackle, Dalo. Good tackle.
Manager are no manager. That's something you cannot stop. You're not on the pitch. Is me I say? Remember saying no. Remember the three
Good pass, Dalo.
So-
were mistakes from Arsenal now. That has nothing to do with the manager. A mistake them make. Players were back. Arsenal had players back, you know.
So
Get me I say, but we still scored.
So if a manager doesn't affect what's on the field, why is there a manager? Why is there a coach?
All right, since the goal, what would you do in this case? You are chasing the game, you know. You are losing. How do you guard against counter attack when you are losing at this point? How many bodies do you want behind the ball? Because Arsenal had enough bodies behind the ball.
Whether it be, listen, I'm not saying it's a full.
Bro.
I
How many
can I?
players are behind the ball just now?
You asked the question 3 times, Neil. Can I respond? Can I? Okay. So I'm not saying there's a foolproof thing that you do and this stops this thing. I'm talking about changing your shape or putting somebody else in a different position or getting wide or pushing up the field or that. Those are things that managers do in response to what's going on the field. Like this isn't foreign, bro. Like tears in my eyes, see United playing and winning like this.
Hold on, guys, hold on.
Position you're going to move him from that position.
Okay,
I
hold
mean,
on.
No,
Yes,
boss.
hold on.
You not get what I say. Yeah, I feel like
Hold on.
it's
Let's leave that for the
every
post match.
They're going to try
Jesus,
to
yo,
bodies.
yo, all right, bro, all right,
Let's leave that
bro,
for the
cool.
post-match.
That-
Jason,
all right,
let's
bro,
leave that for
like-
the post-match review.
Like,
Let's leave that for
man,
there. Let's focus on the game.
man, them emotional and Fred. Like,
Emotional.
Let's
you,
focus
you
on-
can't, you
Dave,
can't have.
focus on
You
the
know
game,
what-
bro.
Thing.
Listen,
Him say, yo, Saliba should have scored the goal. Some I say, oh, you never see the chance Ericsson should have scored. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
so what that have to do with nothing, dog? Like, I'm not a fan of either
No.
team. Like,
Anytime we do something, it's always at the fault of the next team. It's
Yeah,
not
but
the
we
next
take the
team.
question what Jason asked them. I'm really asking a coaching standpoint. Let him really ask.
all right, Neil. Yo,
Well,
with
we
a
talk about
different.
the post-match.
Hey, on a different dog. Yo,
Yourself. I don't want to hate you. That's how it go.
nobody not eat Man U, dog. Like, it's yo, I'm emotional. I'm emotional now. Yo, everybody is not a Man U fan, Neil. It's voila. I know it hard to believe, but everybody is not a Man U fan. Me
I missed
and
the point,
me, no, you missing the point, dog. Me and Dunga in this match is a neutral. We are neutrals. You understand? I don't care about Arsenal. I don't care about Manu. I don't particularly hate Manu. I don't particularly hate Arsenal. You understand? Me see something, me say something. You understand? It not me not have no emotions attached to this game. If City did up on the field now that different, then everything me say would have come with a bias. You understand? Everything when me say. But me not like Arsenal. I've never liked Arsenal. I don't like Manu. I've never liked Manu. So I am a neutral pointing out something that I personally, as a coach, and Dunga and Robin, I'm sorry, I know some sitting there going on the game. I'm not pre that right now, but may get my thoughts
Yeah,
out there.
pissed off.
I I
Yeah,
am
jump ago, yeah.
I am a neutral in this. I am also a coach, and there are certain things that, as a coach, like this out of any coaching handbook, you can't make the same thing happen 3 times. You
Good tackle,
understand?
Maguire. Best thing ever.
You must make some sort
Yeah.
of adjustment, man. I
Yeah,
understand.
and I get it. He said all 3 goals came from mistakes. That makes sense. But guess what? Every turnover come from a mistake, dog. Every turnover in a football come from a mistake. So it's
Go on, press. Ronaldo, press him.
Hey, I don't know if you don't run at Maguire, you know.
yeah. Now it's
Bro,
too late. It's too late for us now. Come back in the game still.
Maguire don't get red, man. Don't worry your head. Oh, good try. What a shot. Listen, one of the best things I think, one of the top ratings I give to a coach, Ten Hag, was the balls he had to say, yo, you know what? Ronaldo, sit down. Maguire, sit
That's
down.
a poor shot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a poor
Yeah.
shot, Duncan. Oh, that's crap.
Yeah, I forgive him credit for
That's
that.
a poor shot.
Right.
No, what kind of volley that?
Mm. That's
Poor
all right.
shot. Poor shot. Let's go again.
The previous manager is going to let it free for dropping him or something.
Mm-hmm.
I go try, man.
Start.
You know, I'm not give him nothing for that, man.
What, a shot?
Let that bush
Keep
that.
the volley up all like that, boy.
Push.
You know what I mean?
It's not easy, but I wouldn't. It's not a good shot. It was like actually spinning away, either or. So,
You're talking about Vieira's shot?
Vieira shot, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a
I
half
mean-
decent ball.
It's not an easy technique, you know. it's not
No,
a, it's not an easy technique.
Techniques get thrown out the bin if you're chasing a game. You're trying to want well position until you get a better shot. They're losing too much position now, though.
Ball.
Yeah, Arsenal
Ah.
in panic mode. They're too late. I feel like it's too late for them make any changes to this game.
So Spurs going to remain the only unbeaten team in the league right now?
I like what Malacia just did a while ago. The early
City
slide.
unbeaten.
we haven't lost a game either. So
City unbeaten.
City
Yeah.
unbeaten too?
yeah,
Yep. Them just
Oh,
draw.
you draw.
yeah. We had like what 3 draws? Yeah.
Sorry, give him a card, Mr. Ref. Give him a card.
That's why Casemiro is
Yeah,
there,
mean.
man.
2 draws.
Give him a card, brother.
Yeesh.
Could attack that. Boy, sucker.
Yeah,
Lift up.
that's not a good tackle at all.
Everett from Power Book 2. Watch him. That's a poor tackle, bro.
No, man, a long time.
Yeah,
you want
he's
keep Malacia.
frustrated. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Long time you want to keep Malacia, bro. Because Malacia, whole game Malacia have on him tail. I get the better on Malacia a couple times too. But this is a learning experience in Malacia too. So
Yeah, new league, new learning experience overall.
yeah,
Still.
against bitter
You
players
come
and stuff.
against, yep,
Yeah, so-
come against them little Zaz, them little
Yeah,
fast players, them little
Sterling
Mahrez
and him on there.
and Sterling and them man.
What is them name again? Mahrez.
Yeah, and them who else?
Voila.
Bailey, Leon Bailey too. At
What
some
about
point.
Bailey?
Yo, what?
I was saying quick players, quick players.
Man, Regine.
No, I was saying quick players.
The-
Go against quick players.
Them go. What you say?
Why can I rate the
Bro,
yard?
bro, Bailey have couple more games for me say, yo, yeah. Him score a goal yesterday, yes, very, very good goal, but still the overall
You
game
probably
play.
want to see poor still.
Never-
I'm not tell a lie.
Right? You see the kind of respect what they have for you. Yeah, that's
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say because a Jamaican, me I go overhype him.
man,
on the
him good.
He's a good player. I rate
He's a
him.
good player, but he just need to show it.
I agree, but you see it at least you see it in a spurts, and I figure as him get more game time and get more comfortable,
Hoping can stay injury free. That's the next thing.
that's a challenge. Once him overcome that, yo, I'm good.
Yeah, man, he need to show up in a Premier League. Like actually, like taking on players and beating players. There is seems that a lot in the Premier League. You
Yeah,
see it
like
right now.
like
you see him get out time shell a little bit. You can see it come on.
Yeah.
It look like Gerrard really likes it. Yeah,
that's a true. Like I feel like the way he was playing in Belgium, like he's not playing like that. Like
yeah, that's
yeah.
true.
And even in Germany, like at Leverkusen, like I feel like he was like the winger, like to the outball. He's not that no more. He's more like he's honestly sometimes it feels like he's like a rotation player that gets lucky to start. But like I feel he has the quality to become that starting winger, you know?
Him just
So
need-
as Neil said, you know, show it. So
What-
therefore,
it's coming, bro. It's coming.
exactly.
Gerrard give him the game from now, so now is the time for him to show up.
Good
This
interception, Scott.
season for sure, him need for him off his step.
Very good interception, Scott. Good.
But you notice him have a knocker scoring against big teams though. him have a knocker scoring against big teams.
Oh, that Fabio Vieira, you would look decent still. Like yeah, look a tick.
Tough it and
And
give
the
him
boy
up.
Varane, no ball not supposed to pass right, so kick that way.
Why did he choose that pass?
Right?
What's the bed there?
Go on, good press. Go on, counter.
Dead.
Poor pass.
That pass there. Whenever they step the pass outside him go cross it.
Cross the field, huh?
Yeah.
I guess because Fred more open and
No,
and he
man,
was not.
break line. I'm the behind the defender. I'm gone.
Well, yeah, that's true.
And Fred run on and score.
Oh God.
Pass poor still, but I wanna say it's a wrong pass because it can actually wanna be a wrong pass still if they come off.
Fred a madman. And
We had a better pass. Oh, no, you know, we're behind still.
eh?
You know, we're behind.
Yeah, Neil, the way behind this is about a minute behind him there. So yeah, if you can.
Yeah.
I just reached 91.15.
Slap it.
Mm-hmm.
Young Patrice Evra
Oh, what a shame.
Good tackle, slab it.
placement.
Good tackle again. Good try. Nah, I like that. Was a good shot. Can't say no. That was a good shot.
Get in and calm. Pick up calm. Tough skill. Man.
Yeah, dip in it, dip in it.
Ball Maguire. I'm to Ronaldo.
Yeah, Jude. All them all on. How my blue long heavy? Tired. Look, I like that dog. Look, that's one.
And him
Can't get you breath.
minutes, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, I just
Fred. Goal. Oh,
Fred score?
almost.
no.
No,
Almost.
cross. You know, pull off a cross. But Fred seemed to be pushing
Delay
up.
the reaction like 20
He's a
seconds.
number 8, bro.
Him keep, yeah, I can notice that him
Go
keep.
on, we are do that for Bruno job at the ball. Bruno ever do the shit, brother. Nobody in a box. Where they try force across in a box. So just drag it back to a terminate in a space youth.
No, it's not a bad try, not a bad cross.
We bad cross where? See man free, watch my terminate free you. Give my ball out. I even drag it to the piece.
I'm to Ronaldo, bro.
Yo, I do not appreciate being behind on the street.
Can I get the ball, brother? Just relax and say go. But even though Bruno, yeah, one
Yeah,
defender,
yeah,
move the defender, man. Move him.
Oh, Ronaldo
He's
missed
not that type of player, remember.
him.
So I'm going to try to look for your pass in.
Them need me right there, so brother. Oh my God.
We know, say, we know what I go say.
Yeah.
No, when me done scoop that over them boy head, brother.
Why? Actually, I'll hope be salad to the deal.
No man.
Well, all right, let's try
Right.
so.
Kevin De Bruyne right there, so that's a goal.
Go on, Malasia. Yes, good tackle. Good,
Yeah,
good
that-
defending. Very good defending. Go. Sarif, you see, boy, Smith roadblock off the man, you.
Gabriel, yes, just my boy. Oh,
I run up in a Martinez to them, man. We work calm himself. My boy
man,
still, you know, give me
No.
the ratings, you know.
I play good enough, man. Final. Sitting there play good enough, man. Maguire
Malasia.
Yeah,
I
little
like-
time in command, he play good. We all right with him command, like 120 minutes, 110 minutes, and do something, you know. We all right with that.
I'm gonna give my man half to the brother. I'm starting man, man.
Oh, Eric, I have to do that, you know. To give him back a little confidence, you know.
Yeah, man. I want to think confident, man. I want to feel.
So that you we collect 3 points and remove, bro. That's how we do things, man.
Eric, I have to do that, give him
When I have to
confidence.
big VAR, no, you score goals, win games, son.
So what are they for the team, though? What are they about?
Up in the top,
Okay, everybody are running left.
we were 5th.
Glory,
to this
glory,
game.
So after this game, is this your 5th, 6th, or 7th game?
6 game.
6th
no
game.
game.
So
4 wins,
They're
2 losses,
Arsenal,
12 points. I'm alright, bro.
Tottenham, they're third.
so
Right.
Man United is 5th, right?
Yeah, 5th. A point behind Brighton, because Brighton win today.
Right.
Right.
I have to give credit to Ten Hag, bro.
My flipping manager, bro.
From the 2 first games, them.
We reached 4. You think we did further down the table, you know? We are 6. I thought we were in like.
Nah, bro. I must say a win. I
That
didn't win.
table
A 3 points pusher. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought we were further down the table, bro. Well,
Wait,
we're only 3 points behind the leaders. That's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much separating the teams right now. So
But it kind of felt like there was a big old gap going on for some reason. But now that I'm looking
No, remember say City drawing on 2 draws the City have. So if they never draw those 2 games, they would have lead already.
So, it is very, very early right now. Like, I feel like
6 games
it's looking at the table right now, it doesn't even make sense because like teams from mid table can end up in top 6. Like
bro, I'm telling you, if Rodgers don't get sacked tomorrow, something wrong.
I feel like after 15 games in, 10, 15 games.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Then you can start looking at the table. Yeah. Because
But-
right now,
it's all about momentum too. Like,
Mhm.
I like the fact now, say, we win Arsenal, so that can kind of, you know,
yeah.
Yeah, I think
third win.
Them
That's all.
to be
fourth.
Chelsea win with them get this, they go give them momentum. So, them next couple of fixtures, I expect them to do well.
Right.
Is I mean, City will always do well. So, City is the team to beat. Tottenham soon slip up.
Well,
They're
No
not
ratings.
playing exceptionally well still. You know. Tottenham not really played that well to say, but them I get wins.
There's a day.
Tottenham, no.
the,
Arsenal get swept yesterday and lose.
like look at Liverpool for instance, right? You see how horrible they started, and look, they're in 7th place because of the recent. So,
I
Like,
think
it's just
Liverpool they drew yesterday, right? Nila.
Yeah, they should have lost, bro.
Next, who's can get that draw with them too,
Exactly. Even win.
I haven't seen Wolves play the season yet. I don't know.
They're playing really
yeah,
well. It's
I
just they're not scoring their chances. They're playing really well though. They have a good player. Nunes in the midfield is a very good player. Like
Jimenez,
Right now, Jimenez seem like him will get benched because
Yeah.
Bruno Lage by one new striker.
Mm.
Yeah, the striker they kind of decent still, but right now, yeah, else Wolves not really finishing their chances. Them are play really well. Even against Spurs when them lose 1-0, them actually like play very very well, but them not finish them chances.
Mm.
Yeah, so
You know,
as I said, 6 games in.
Wolves jersey, you know.
All right, let's look ahead at the fixtures, upcoming fixtures. So next game week, Saturday,
Mm,
September 10th, we have
yeah,
early morning game, Fulham versus
London
Chelsea.
Derby again.
Yeah, we got
Well,
Bournemouth, Brighton, Leicester, Aston Villa, um, Liverpool, Wolves, Southampton, Brentford, City,
wow, one game
Spurs. That's
Saturday.
gonna be the game. We should definitely try and do a watch along for that game.
They'll be available.
Um,
They'll be available.
I think so. I think Saturday, yeah, should be available Saturday. Um,
Saturday,
I
Saturday,
got work.
Saturday.
I got
Yeah.
work to do, but like I can schedule my stuff after.
Mhm.
Um, and then so definitely let's look out for that next week, guys. Tune in to Team Sauce Live. We're gonna be watching the Man City versus Spurs game. For Sunday, we got Arsenal, Everton. That's a
Not a
good
big game.
fixture. That's a good fixture.
Yeah.
Yeah. West Ham, Newcastle, and Crystal Palace, Man United. That's also a good
It's a
fixture.
tough game, bro. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
lie.
Like
Palace,
Palace, Palace is just a hard-working team. They're not like exceptionally like brilliant or anything. They're just like tough and like Zaha is like their
The Monday.
yeah, it's their
Mateta.
talisman.
Nah,
But
nigga.
but I feel like holistically as a team, they're not like special. They just like they work hard, they press hard, they tackle hard. They don't,
It's
they
coming
will.
from the Hudson days, man.
Yeah,
The
so
Hudson days. Happens I have them work hard, even
it's
though they
a
never have the quality. Now they have the
yeah,
quality. They have a good coach. I didn't style up play with the hard work.
yeah.
They
It's
actually,
all
yeah.
it's yeah, it's always a tough fixture. Y'all listen to Zaha's interview post match the other day, and everybody was praising him for how passionate and honest he was. Um, yeah,
Yeah, I didn't see it. Yeah.
it's a good interview. Like you almost hear the tears in his voice. Like he's
Zaha
like,
bad man still, you know.
yeah,
Zaha bad man still.
yeah. No, he was like saying, he was saying like why he doesn't get it. Like why every time we score, we go into defense mode. Like it just like that's not
That's
gonna
what
get
you're
us
saying.
anywhere. Yeah, huh?
That's what he was saying.
Yeah, basically, he was, he
But
was upset that like it's like indirectly a jab at his coach, like indirectly.
but
But
I
he
think
didn't
I
say it.
think but I remember say a lot of these players, are coming from their previous manager, which they were always in a defensive mode. Because even if I look at it, their left back, that you look at you, him can play, but him very defensive. And right
Right,
back defensive.
right,
They have two centre back and a really ball playing centre back and kind of more defensive. Even in midfield, probably only slap by one. Only one will probably push forward. But overall, them still in that defensive mindset from the previous manager.
right.
But Vieira tried to change that by because him saying as I see him by Olise and couple other good attacking players. Him try to change the philosophy to what him wants to see actually, yeah, get a more attacking style towards them gameplay. But can't deny anything. They're a very hardworking team and they're just a bougie team that on their day they're hard
Mm,
to beat and they will score.
yeah, Vera is a good
So
coach. Vera is a
yeah,
good coach.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, he was a coach for Manchester City, EDS,
yeah, yeah, he
before
was right.
he got that job. Yeah. So a lot of the philosophy is coming from us. We're just like we're becoming. I don't know. I feel like we're becoming
He started
This-
at it was in New York, right? He went to New York FC,
Yeah, then France as well. Some
which
part
was
of France.
affiliated with Man City, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. They own NYCFC. They
Melbourne.
yeah, Melbourne and one team in Spain. Yeah, so
Okay.
all right, you know the left back, what's his name again? Crap. Bald headed left back. He was playing for City last year. He's always going on loan though.
Oh,
He,
my name again. Soon tell her.
why
Soon tell her.
the
Soon
name
tell
is
her.
on the
Soon
tip of
tell
my
her.
tongue. Yeah.
Soon tell her. Soon tell her. Soon tell her.
Yeah, man. Well, guess what? I enjoyed that little game there. I'm
The
looking
team
forward to the-
the team is called Girona. Girona FC is owned by Man City. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
It's
okay.
it's
Girona.
yeah, Spanish La Liga team.
okay. So it's a Pep's
I see him. Hold on.
influence is spreading all over the world, right?
Right?
Jason, I see him ball-headed you there.
Yeah.
What name again?
I don't know why I can't remember this kid's name.
Whose name?
What name again? The ball-headed you there used to play. He played for Leipzig. He played for Leipzig at one point. What's the
Who?
new kill we have in the Champions League? When Ole did in charge. The
Who?
ball-headed you, man. We can't remember any.
When play?
Left back.
Oh, from Leipzig.
Yeah, the youth there. You know, they
Angelino.
Leipzig against it.
Angelino.
Yes,
Oh, how the
Angelino,
hell?
yes.
Like, because he came through.
I heard. I told you. I think about.
he,
I think
he,
about. I told you.
he came through Man City EDS, and I'm like, yo, why I can't remember this kid's name? And I thought he was gonna like feature for Man City, but then they loaned him out.
Bro,
a
I'm
couple
surprised
times.
Angelina is so young. He might look like an old man, bro.
Yeah. What do you say, Neil?
Listen here.
He's from Man City.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shaky Lego.
yeah, like but we had brought him back. Like we brought him back last year, and he was like coming off the bench a few games. But like I felt
Yeah,
like
he did a play
he's
alright.
like good. He's like a really good player, and I don't know why.
Inconsistent, though.
Huh?
Hmm?
Yeah, he came back, and then I don't know if we finally
Yeah,
sold
they
him.
sell him. They went sell him to
Yeah.
PSV, I think. On that side,
Yeah.
they went sell him to something like that.
Did they sell him or is he on loan?
No, all right. We attack from City. When him just come to City, like
Which year
up in
was
at
that?
2014. Up 2014 in time.
Oh, come on.
But-
Them
but-
last
but-
year. Oh, last year.
No, last year, about 2019 in time, and come back to City.
No.
And then we sell him to. Yeah.
As I'm sure it's never
Yeah.
did last year.
Yeah, he was. He hold on.
Last year,
Look,
last
look.
season.
20
Not last season, yeah. 2019,
No, I-
2020 season.
Come here, check.
Last season, they live.
No, it's a season before. It's a season before.
Oh, last season, yeah, last season.
Yeah.
I'm saying-
So
Yeah,
what,
yeah,
like,
you're right,
kill
you're
off
right.
Ole. Him kill off
Yeah.
Ole that Champions League, so we better.
Wait,
That
kill
first leg. Yeah, that first
So
leg.
yeah,
when
he
kill him
came
after
back
the
to
second leg.
City. He
Yeah,
came-
and we kill them
That was-
5-0. Yeah, man, I am, man. We kill
The
them,
last
kill,
season?
kill away.
The
Last
last
season,
first-
no. The last season? Or year before?
So he came back in 2019,
Yeah.
and then they sold him the year after. So yeah, you're right. He
No,
wasn't
yeah,
there last season.
Season
He
before.
he
Season
wasn't
before.
there last
Come on.
season. Yeah,
Take over. Right?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Remember that, man.
Yeah, it feels so recent. The pandemic
No,
makes everything feel
Pandemic phase.
like times just I'm like it's definitely 2020 2020 bro. I'm like, yo, we're in what, 2022? God dang.
It's
Yo,
crazy. Soon 2023, bro. It's actually 3
Yeah.
months to 2023. It's crazy.
but like City let go some really good players, bro. Like Angelina's
You guys
one,
bought some really good players.
Bertrand Selena, freaking Brahim Diaz for Roma. Well, he went to Madrid and now he's in Roma. Brahim
Yeah.
Diaz. You know Diaz, Brahim?
Milan,
Yeah,
playing in
Milan,
Milan.
AC. Yeah. So,
Oh, yeah.
but he was at Madrid before, Brahim.
Yeah, yeah, Madrid. Yeah.
Yeah. Why did I say Roma? Yeah, he's in AC Milan right now. Yeah, he was kind of he came through the same time Phil Foden came through, but Phil Foden was getting more game time, so I guess.
Even that you Patrick Roberts, they come through, but him
Yep.
fall off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fall off.
Where he was playing in Scotland, huh?
Yeah, I think a league
Yeah.
one in there now still.
Yeah.
Overall, guys,
Anyways,
what was
it
your
was a
take
good
on the
game. Was
game?
a good game. Manchester United persisted. They finished
Listen,
their chances. Arsenal dominated possession, but wasn't clinical enough. Yeah. You said something new.
Is this the worst? Is this the worst we've seen
like I
from?
said,
Oh.
I would. All right.
Yeah, that's why I told him, Neil.
Oh, Saka definitely.
no man, as in check the group chat. What's
Oh,
up?
the group chat. Yeah, I may tell him about the group WhatsApp. Yeah,
All right, I'm responding to two things. All right, so let me address Saka in chat first.
yeah,
He
yeah,
wants
yeah.
to share some thoughts on the call. Can somebody set that up? Actually,
Neil,
yeah. Can
answer me
somebody
the
set
link.
that up? All right.
Yeah, I'll send him the link.
Hey.
Oh, when we're that's worry, don't go when we're streaming your match. You can invite your Chelsea players, your Chelsea fans, and just talk about the game, bro.
I'm good. I don't have no problem. I don't have no problem.
I'm not saying it.
Hey, listen, bro. Yeah,
Yeah, I still think you're up.
I don't know.
I still think you're up, my still bother my brain. I really do. Still think you're up.
Yeah, some good breaks today, bro. I gotta give it that. Counter attacking game work.
I have to give Ole that. At least him do the counter attacking thing. Him still not in brain, but you want kind of not be that team anymore.
Yeah.
Be more stylistic.
Bruno, man. Bruno
Yeah,
had a
he
game.
played well. He had a very good game. I can't deny that.
Um.
But I think that's because of Ericsson's deep role, because how much of the Ericsson make a lot of the plays from deep to him, and he actually tends to find the killer passes. But him play good today. Nah, lie.
Good pass. That's Bruno
So,
again, right?
all right. Who's taking on adding Saka to the call?
Yeah, let's send the link already.
The link's in the chat.
Okay.
So whoever has the contact can just set it up. Who did it last time?
Neil.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Hear me?
yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I hear
So
you.
all right, I guess my thoughts on the game. I mean I started sharing already. I feel like it was a pretty, even though the score said 3-1, I feel like both teams like really looked kind of even in a different styles. Arsenal was trying to keep the ball more. Manu was hitting them on the break, and the counter-attacking football just came out on top today. Question for Neil and Robbie, I guess. Do you guys think this style will work in every scenario? Like, just hitting teams on the break. Like, is this Ten Hag style, by the way, or is this just something that you guys did in response to Arsenal today?
This is definitely not Ten Hag style.
Okay.
But I think what's really happening is, and that's just credit to the manager, is after the first two games, right? Especially the Brentford game, he was definitely trying to play his style of football, passing from the back. You know what I mean? Like doing all this kind of stuff, and it just wasn't working. A lot of mistakes. He conceded 4 goals and all that kind of stuff. So I think he's just at this point now where he's like, yo, all right, I don't really have, I might not, I don't have the time right now to get the team to play the way I want them to play. So for right now, the best thing is to do is to play to the strengths of the players that I do have, which is of course counter attack. You know, having Rashford, like this is not strange news. You know, Rashford and you see him start Elanga last week, and Martial, Bruno, counter attacking guys. And I mean, so right now, what he's trying to do, I believe, is just to grind out the results, get the wins over the line. You see that in the past 3 games rather, where we had the lead, and he made tactical changes to try and kill the game early on. That I will know that's not really Ten Hag, but for right now, he's just at the point where I gotta save my job. I gotta make sure that we get the result more than anything right now, and it takes time. Just like Arteta, you know what I mean? It takes time. Like Arteta, how they are playing now this season was not how they were playing last season and the season before. I'm guessing he was higher the season before last season, but yeah. So I think it takes time. In his head, he was like, I think these players would be ready. And I mean, we didn't get the transfers in time. So it's just like right now, I'm just going to play a familiar lineup, and I mean, play on the break and just try to get these results. I mean, we're going to come up against teams that are kind of sitting behind the ball and all that kind of stuff, where we might have to, change this style. But I think that's what he's trying to do right now. Just the results are the most important thing. Right. I mean, if we can, and I mean, I just think that's it. The results.
Okay. Yeah, I would pretty much 100% agree with what Neil's saying. I think he's still working on his style. So it's not gonna be like a 1 month, 2 month, 3 month thing. Still working on it, I believe he is. But right now he's trying, as Neil says, trying to grind out the results. So he's just using the players what they already know already, which is being very good on the break or on the counter attack. But also, seeing from what Ten Hag did before, he likes those type of players as well. Those African players per se, that the pace and the power. He likes those players as well. But as Neil said, it's not really the way we want to go forward, because counter-attacking really is not. I don't even call it a style of play.
What?
Really, I don't really call that, because it's a part. I think, I don't really call it like that. Say, it's a definite thing in which we're into where we want to be.
Robbie, it is an established style of play. Like you do have teams that set up.
In my estimation, I don't think it's should be a set style of play where a top team should be using overall. I get me. I say in this
different argument
of football.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's
that makes more sense.
But it works. It works with us because we have the pace and the power. But nonetheless, we have good players that are good on the ball as well, which actually will work with it in a way. Because they have good passes, Eriksen from deep, Bruno with the intricate passes, stuff like that. So
yes,
and that point too, like the whole counter-attacking thing, you have different types of counter-attacking. You have the fluid
you have counter press, you have fluid counter attack, you have counter press. Yeah,
you can win in the ball and just poof, route one, trying to get it up the field quick as possible. And just one kick up the field. But we see where we gain possession of the ball, and we kind of play the passes that that are there, and have we come as a team.
What Neil do you think?
Like, all right, hold on, Robbie. This is following up exactly. I wanted to say, like, Neil, that's just like City. We know City is a possession team, but everybody also knows City on the break. We do counter, but we don't route one counter. Yeah. Right? It's a quick build up with the team is out of position, we capitalize on it and punish it, right? But it's different, yeah. Sorry, Robbie, go ahead.
Yeah, what I was saying. What was I saying again?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, what I was saying was that Neil, do you think he wants to play from the back? Don't you think it's because he doesn't have that ball playing keeper?
Yeah. No, not 100%. Not the 100% the goalkeeper and not the centre backs. 100% the goalkeeper. 100%.
Yeah, that's how I go by. So I think that's why. Yeah. Him not try that, right?
If the De Jong transfer came through,
yeah.
We don't have that, and I really don't see Casemiro as that type of midfielder either.
No, he isn't.
Areas and make passes.
Normally Cruz that.
It's going to be, as we're seeing right now, He's trying to put Eriksen in that position. Like when we have the ball, Eriksen is probably going to be there alongside Casemiro, put the ball in deeper areas because he's good at that. You know what I mean? But still, iffy with David because David is not that kind of goalkeeper. He's not a super keeper.
He's a shot stopper. Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not good with the ball at his feet. So, I mean, right now, I think that's what's holding his back. Varane plays in system where they play from the back, so Varane is good with that.
Right.
Dalat should be good with that. Malacias is very good on the ball.
Good that. Very good.
He's coming from Ten Hag style, so, you know, and he's a midfielder. That's a safe. So, the only thing that's
so
that right now,
all right, we got you, bro.
It's just like, you know?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
That's why I wasn't worried about the Dubravka transfer because Dubravka is actually very good on the ball as well as also a shot stopper. And people tend to forget that, but he wouldn't be like the elite goalkeeper that we would normally go for. But I'll take him on alone. I ain't gonna lie, because he right now, he's not even that type of goalkeeper either. He's okay at shot stopping, but he's not really So I understood the Dubravka transfer, even though it's a loan still. But we move.
We move, boy. We move.
All right. Saka wants to join the call and share some thoughts.
Saka, click the link, bro.
So, while we wait on Saka, we can talk about Arsenal a little bit, no?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
All right.
Forward.
Saka's on the call.
Norman.
Greetings
Norman.
again.
Hold on.
You?
Greetings again. All right.
How you feel about this win?
Crystal Palace. Palace happy. Because guess what? We take a lot of bantering from people. They take a whole heap of chat from people. And even last night, I chat to him and say, yo, brother, 3-1. We want Arsenal to score first. We want to see the side made of. Today, real quick, disappointed in Agalo. Not gonna lie. Feel like when you play against those teams that do that 1-2 over the top, he's gonna get exposed real bad because this is the one little run Martin get today. The man last. Malacia also. I feel like if you get a winger who will take him on, maybe 4 out of 10 times he might win the ball because you see today Saka is not all that. Saka good, but suppose Zamares or
Sterling.
Well tricky.
It's
gonna be a problem. Centre back pairing again. All right. Maybe our best performance, I should think, because Arsenal should, if any other side Arsenal score one a goal today. Midfield now. That's a goal from Eriksen. Error. That's what I hate about the type of sixer we don't have. Eriksen can distribute the ball, but you have to know when to boot it away or whatever. And I thought he got held up on the ball there. McTominay, Ryan Scott in the dog. We don't know why. Never look at Ryan Scott. Today again, we see where there's something. There's something there for that youth. There's something for that youth, but I don't know.
All right, we get that point. Go on
Anthony, I wasn't sure how to start him because he realized the game get one dimensional when he's on the field. I play right side ball go right side, which he did this part. Rashford now. I'm not sure nobody wants to Rashford. That's the type of game he strives in. If you rather Arsenal start a little higher and then start at come to this goal and bam over the top, bam, 2 goals. So respectfully, I say good performance from Man U. Still not what I want to see. I want to see us winning games without resorting to that counter-attacking football. I want to see we have beat some teams with ball at play before we get to inky moments. You know what I say? Top-notch performance though all around. Not gonna lie. Arsenal making excuses. Oh, party should have fit and this should have fit. Come on, bro. Casemiro didn't start, brother. I'm gonna get in the face slappy. So respect. Big up Chelsea fight, boy. You know what I'm gonna say. Man City, big up on yourself. Everybody, respect.
Yeah,
Alright,
respect,
big up,
Saka.
big up.
Respect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Respect,
man.
bro.
Alright,
Good points. Some of the things that we did talk about too, like
pretty much.
the counter attacking situation. Like that Malasia point that he made was a good point because today I was like, even though towards the end he kind of adjusted, but earlier in the game, Saka was running him dry on that right side. Like I feel like if you, huh?
Did he get a card today?
Who?
Malacia.
Saka got a card, not Malaysia.
Saka got a card.
No, Saka kicked him.
Yeah.
Saka kicked him. Yeah, Saka kicked him in the later part of the match because they were getting frustrated. No.
Malaysia didn't get a card.
That's
No.
a good thing because honestly,
No, it was
I thought
good.
Saka was playing. I was like, yo, Malacia is gonna get a card.
Yeah, Neil, I feel like, what do you think though? Like, because it's a good point. Like when he comes up against like Mahrez, Bernardo, Sterling, Son, like,
Zaha.
yes.
Alright.
Well, Zaha is on the left side. I don't know
Yes.
how that. Yeah.
Yeah, they want to tackle that. Let me talk.
Yeah.
Go on.
All right. So yes,
Mhm.
I mean for me, Malacia is still learning per se. I don't think he got that much help from Sancho.
Sancho.
Sancho was really
Mm.
quiet.
Right.
No, honestly, Saka did his thing today. I mean, I was kind of like, yo, I was kind of scared because Saka, the first time Saka took him on dust, I was like, shit. And
Yeah,
but
the
I
first time.
applaud
Yeah.
Malacia for not giving away a penalty because I thought he was gonna get, because we know Malacia are rough, but he love to rough up attackers and all that kind of stuff, and that is good. He's still young, he's still learning. Honestly, I saw him play it against Salah. It's a brilliant performance, and Salah is a top winger, one of the world's best. So I mean, it's just one of those days where you're going to come up against a different kind of player every week, a different kind of winger. Adjusting, this is his first time against Saka, so it's just about like,
I like him.
I mean, and then the difference with Saka, I can make a comparison with Saka and Salah right now. Salah is more direct, as in you know exactly what he wants to do. He wants to go towards the goal. You know what I mean? Saka, on the other hand, is a lot more like you don't know what to expect from him. He can cut it back. He can cut it back on his right foot because he uses his right foot as well too. You know what I mean? And plus, you have whenever Saka gets the ball, you had Odegaard that was shipping over to assist. Ben White was coming over. Yes, was just roaming into space to get the ball and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, like today was just like, for me, a learning process. I seen him done it against Salah, one of the world's best. Today is not the best, but still, you know what I mean? He kept Salah quiet, Saka quiet
Exactly.
for.
That's exactly my point here. 100% agree. This is just the type of player and come up against. As I said, in the earlier part, Saka can go both sides, inside, outside. So it's a
Yeah.
learning process for him. So that's why he was kind of like, yeah, you don't know which angle, you don't know how to deal with Saka based on how he's not a one-dimensional player like a Salah. All right,
Yeah.
so
Saka
therefore,
is
Yeah.
very tricky.
And
Saka
I
is-
did point out he did adjust. He did adjust in the second half. Like he
Imagine
he
Mahrez.
adjusted.
Mahrez can cut
Yeah.
the go back.
see him,
Him a
yeah.
Yo, hold the ground. These wingers are tricky. Just
Yeah.
hold the ground, bro, and just don't give away a free kick. Because I thought he would have
Exactly.
given out a free kick today, like in a dangerous area.
And the
I
other
mean-
side, in some instances on the low side, I agree with some points that he made. Yeah, Martinelli kind of have him away at some points, but him did pretty much the same as Malacia and did come around, make some decent interceptions and stuff. I don't think he was that bad as how Saka was saying he was, but yeah, improvement.
The ball over the top. That's why I say, like with those kind of ball, like we
I'm
lost
talking
the ball.
about the one where
I
Ericsson
think
got
it's
fouled.
And I mean, it's not the easiest thing to do to try and like those passes that are coming and you're trying to get back towards the goal. It's not always easy to win the ball when
Oh.
you're running. You're a
I
goal.
mean, the goal that was disallowed, Neil, that you're talking about.
I think that was the
I think
the
that,
point.
that was what I was- yeah, but him can't judge him based on that because
Honestly, we lost the ball in midfield.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Boom, one pass, like
one
Time
pass like that,
turn
quick
and
player
go.
in behind, yeah. He might
You know
try
what I
to
mean?
get back. He might try if he actually Even try
Yeah.
give him a little nudge. That too much to give away a penalty or anything. So you can't really bash him for that, in a sense.
Yeah.
And we can't bash him for the goal of a soccer sport either. Because
Yeah,
he
he tried.
tried. He get the tackling and
It's
get the
unfortunate.
tipping.
It was one of those
It's
goals where
unfortunate.
you
Yeah.
won the ball and you just go back to the to the opponent.
That's
And
why
then
I'm not, so
Yeah.
we as soccer, I cannot really agree fully, but we get what I'm points so much. The same rate Scott O'Neill, I kind of.
Scott, is that for me?
It's
Scott would have
alright.
substitute for me. If you
Yeah.
have Scott in your team and Ericsson, for me and Danny too, Scott would always be a substitute. I mean, that's one thing we cannot take away from Scott. He's going to fight.
Passion.
He's going to fight.
A passion, man.
Passion, as a passion merchant. You know what I mean? He's going to fight until the end. In terms of like on the ball, yes, he's not the best.
Not
And
the
I mean, he's
best.
not the best reading the game either. And of course,
Exactly. Neil.
he gives away silly fouls, but he puts the shift in. That's it. But give me the chance to pick the team sheet.
Yeah,
Ericsson.
yeah.
Casimir.
Like as I'm saying, me always say it's like a Henderson, puts a shift in. Not good on the ball, not really have much ability. But he just
Scott
put
is
in little work.
young, so
Scott about 25, bro.
24.
5. Something
Either
like
way,
Right.
yeah, Jason.
that. A long time in the
Alright,
boat, man.
so-
From Marina days.
Who?
From Marina days in the boat, man.
Who? I missed that.
Scott.
Oh, Scott. Okay. All right. So, all right. We fully assessed Man United's performance today. Arsenal is still the team at the top. Let's talk about Arsenal. Where did they go wrong, or how? I mean, without repeating the points that we made about Man United, like what do they do from here, Arsenal?
Don't go, what you say?
2 questions. Where did they go wrong, and what do they do from here?
They go wrong. They just were not. They just were not. They didn't create enough. I mean, they had possession of the ball, but they weren't really doing that much with it until maybe a little bit later in the game when they started to push a little bit more. This Arsenal team has a lot of ball handlers. They have a lot of people who can move the ball around, very tricky, very creative players. And the system that Arteta plays allows them to kind of express themselves. I don't know what happened today. Today they were a little bit just not so direct. They were not as penetrative as they usually be. I don't know if that's credit to Manu or if it's just they didn't execute like maybe Arteta wanted them to do. But I mean, this is still a scary Arsenal team, bro. I mean, the way that they, the way they play, what manager is trying to do, and the way they seem to be executing it, it's still a scary Arsenal team. And I guess today they just weren't at their clinical best, but you still got to watch out for this team. Yeah.
I think answer for the Londoners.
I don't know, Jason. You as a neutral, what you think
Yeah,
about?
what you say, Jason? Yeah.
You know what? All right. The score 3-1. It looks worse than the game actually was. Like it looked like a heavy defeat, but I feel like Arsenal really, like, for the most part, were in the game until they went down 2. Well, they went down 2 basically. I feel like, especially the first half, they went in 1-0, but like I felt like they looked like slightly the better team because the game was still. It felt like a pretty even game to me. I don't think Arteta is gonna panic. These are games. It's still pretty early in the season. These are games that just happen, and you just gotta continue doing what you're doing because they look good, and they've been playing very, very well. They're not they're not on the top of the table for no reason. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like they're fine. They're gonna be fine.
Do you think we have to do with? Go ahead.
Yeah. I know. I was just gonna say I'm hoping like they continue playing well for the sake of the league. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that I want them to win.
You think the game would have been different had that first goal stood?
I was just gonna say that.
But that's what you're
Yeah, I
gonna.
think so. Yeah, it
Yeah,
would be.
yeah.
I won't
These
lie.
these types of games, rivalry games, like so almost always comes down to like who assert their dominance first. You know what I mean? So scoring first, definitely, at least from a psychological standpoint, scoring first really puts that team. Like it's like your thirst for blood. You know what I mean? Like you smell blood, you're gonna go and finish the kill. You know what I mean? Figure of speech. Figure of speech. YouTube. Do not
Yeah,
do
but
not ban
even
this
so,
video. Yeah.
even
Bro,
so,
like,
when they scored, when Saka scored, they were
Yeah.
actually game was actually in a sense to be changed because they were still pressuring up
But
until
but one
Rashford
one
still
is
scored. But
different. 1-1 is different from leading. You know what I mean? Like chasing a game
yeah,
and leveling it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Psychologically, at least. Yeah.
Psychologically, yeah.
so I'm in a group where I have some Arsenal fans, and they were like, "Yo, yeah, inexperience and blah blah blah, whatever." So, do you think then it's a case of these players not having the character, are not up for the occasion like this? Because yes, we know that it's not a mystery. We know that they move the ball way better than us, and I mean they've been playing way better than us, and they're above us in the table. But is it that they don't? Is that they lack the character for these type of games? Because if they can beat us, and I mean, and imagine the cities and the Liverpool, and in order to win a title, you have to these are the games that you have to grind out a result.
Yeah,
Right.
but
Doesn't
that's
mean
been a question.
mean
That's been
you
questionable
have
from
to
last
get
season.
good and look pretty. You need to get the result, and we can talk about Arsenal from years ago when Arsene Wenger was in charge. They used to play beautiful football, but they somehow always end up fourth. Like Arsenal. Remember, we used to talk about Arsenal playing the best football
Yeah.
in England.
Well, indeed. Yeah.
Always end up fourth. So is it about like character? These players
Mentality.
Yes. I can.
up class.
I can. I
Yes.
can. I can try and give my thoughts on that. I feel
Okay.
like Arsenal. I don't want to sound like an Arsenal fan. Like I feel like
No, you have to just
Arsenal.
speak it as it
Yeah,
is.
Arsenal right now are in a good rebuilding phase, right? They, Arteta's systems finally coming through. They made some decent signings. They have a fairly young, team. Like I feel like character in the sense of like taking on a derby or taking on a match against Man United or those types of games come with experience. You gotta lose a couple of them to what I mean, to understand what this means. Like you have to be being in a stadium. Well, I'm just imagining because I'm not a pro football player, but I feel like being in a stadium in that kind of match is a lot different from playing Crystal Palace or not shitting on Crystal Palace, but you get what I'm saying. Like I feel like you have to lose a couple of these types of games. You have to lose a couple of these types of games to understand what they're about, and then that's gonna build character.
Yeah,
That's gonna
this is a young
yeah
team. A lot of these people would not really have had the experience of the rivalry in and of itself.
right
You understand? So they wouldn't have been around in that time, and the people or the players who would have gone through that kind of rivalry, they are not necessarily around this team. I mean, at least not on the surface, from what I
Right.
see. So I mean, they wouldn't have been able to kind of transfer that kind of culture onto them. So I mean, like you said, give them some time; they will fully understand it, and you might see a different thing for the return leg. What, next year or so?
I think it's about character, and I know Jason might not like this, but the Madrid against City Champions League game was like that. Was about character
Right.
and about the team that won. City won,
Right.
and
Right.
City outplayed Real Madrid for the entire game. You know what I mean? And still Real Madrid went through. And I mean, in these types of games, you have to know, like, okay, we're leading, boot the ball away. We, do whatever it takes to get the result. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we're going to look and say, Arsenal had the most possession, the most shot, whatever. But what was the score? Who got the 3 points? I mean, and it makes no sense to be doing all of that and not to come away with a win. But honestly, I don't think Arsenal fans should be worried any at all. I mean, this was a big game. I don't think it should do anything to their confidence because they played well. Just other than the mistakes that they made. But because we're always in the game sniffing out those that was the game plan team, to sniff out any mistake and just boom, try to get it forward. So I mean, credit to them, good game. But yeah, these games come a lot of character.
Hey, Neil, I want to say no disclaimer necessary. I understand exactly what you're saying. Like, especially with the example you gave. Like, I feel like, City, like Champions League finals, Champions League semifinals, Champions League quarterfinals are still very new to this City team. Like, it's not like we're not one of the original giants that were always there. This is still like something that we're learning and understanding. And I feel like now, having been there 3 times, I feel like now in going into this Champions League, if we make it to the semis, it's gonna be different because our players are understanding, understanding what it means to be there. It's a totally different stage than winning the Premier League or the Carabao Cup or whatever. You know what I mean? Yes.
The club competition in the world. And
Yeah,
I said this last week. No, I said this to somebody the other day. Like I say, yo, City just needs to win this one time.
Exactly. That's the same thing I've been
Right.
One time.
Yeah, I've been saying that for quite a while.
You can say every time we've been to that late in the Champions League, I feel like the pressure of it, because we are not that team. We have never won it. Like we have no history with that. Like we have there's nothing to drive so the players, I feel like, get nervous. The manager gets nervous. Pep makes the worst managerial decisions ever. Like all of a sudden, because I it's not like Pep hasn't won the Champions League before. It's like Pep hasn't won it with Manchester City. You know what I mean? Like, and it's a lot of pressure. Yeah.
Well, I'm saying, even so, when I saw that final with you guys and Chelsea, seeing him playing no DM, I was like, what is Pep doing, bro? Like,
free money.
I was like, what the hell is this?
Don't bring it.
Honestly, Gundogan can play there, but it's still position where I see because Gundogan play CDM and also see.
I know, but Gundogan
defensively,
defensively,
like ghost in the box.
Yeah.
Defensively, defensively, I'd rather have a defensive player.
Defensive midfield.
Like Gundo is a very brilliant all-around player. I would start him every game, but like I wouldn't play him in
exactly. Yeah, playing with his strong points. He's good on the ball.
I'd rather have a Fernandinho, a Rodri, a Casemiro, like those types of players.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Wasn't the mistake on Stones though?
I'm talking about the setup for the game. Yeah.
But remember, it was one goal.
Yeah, one goal.
There was a transition over there.
Over from the left-hand side.
All right, man, guys. We're gonna dip on the right. We're gonna dip on the left. All right.
No,
Remember, Dunga?
it was made on the left-hand side of the field.
Mm.
I think it's what Monkey played the ball through.
A City fan, but trust me,
Yeah.
that final, bro. This is score and just sit back, bro. I was mad, bro.
Listen,
I was
Stones.
like, what, bro? Like the final, stop parking the
Stones.
Yeah.
You have done it before, boss.
Stones, Stones.
It was a boring final, bro.
I don't.
Yo.
At the end of the day, guess what? You do what you need to do to win the game. Kick out the ball. if you need to.
Exactly.
Exactly. They make a game boring, but I'm look on it tactically. I see, they must sit back after the goal. I say, no, sir, it's a very good tactical decision by Tuchel. And inclined him to sit back. Can't blame him for that.
Hey,
So,
Mark almost stole that game. Mahrez.
Speaking about Champions League, though, isn't this week Champions League?
Yeah,
Next week.
for sure.
Next week, yeah.
Next week.
We coming, yeah, Tuesday.
As
this
in
week?
Tuesday.
Chelsea are
Oh
playing
wait,
Tuesday.
yeah, it would be this week because today is Sunday. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I think
Already?
Where City's playing Sevilla
When I play
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
no,
Wednesday,
wait,
yeah.
starts on
Wednesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I play Tuesday.
Oh,
I play
yeah.
Wednesday, you know.
Chelsea
Sevilla.
played Dynamo.
Yeah, we're playing Dynamo. I didn't even know this.
PSG against Juventus. Whoa.
Are
Oh,
you,
it's Tuesday. Yeah.
PSG against Juventus?
City against Sevilla. Good match.
I'm gonna miss this game. I'm gonna be at work. Dang.
Ah, Larry, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, bro.
I need to quit them job and just make this damn work.
Yo,
Yeah,
yo.
sure, Neil.
On a personal note, I'm excited for my second season as a coach. I want to see what the young kids got, because like almost half of our team is gone. They graduated, so
Yeah,
Yeah, so
it's
you start.
basically
bro, but I
Yeah.
think you deserve the respect. You know, you will get the respect you deserve based
Yeah.
on that first season alone. Even if
True.
all of the kids and left, other
Yes,
coaches don't have to
know
respect
if
you.
you need an assistant. You know, we know
We have
we
one.
we are 6 against Manu, but let me know if you need an assistant. Coach.
I'll let you know. Like the DOE has to restore the school budget, so let's see how that goes.
yeah.
All right, yo.
Can we quickly just go over the scores? Because we know we didn't do
Yeah,
a post match yesterday.
sure. Take it away, Neil.
I did not see that. Did anyone watch the Liverpool Everton game?
Yeah,
I did actually.
Yeah. Everton should have won.
Everton dominated, bro. Like,
Yep.
bro. Even though Pool had their chances, like they cut 2 shots. Nunes had a shot where Pickford put it on the bar. Diaz kicked it at
Pickford.
the
Oh my
post.
God, Pickford was
And-
man of the match.
Yeah, Pickford was crazy shot stopping thing.
I
He's a
heard
good
that.
shot stopper still. I ain't lie. But there was a lot of there was post office FC from Liverpool, really. Yeah, really. But overall, Everton played really well. They played with passion. They got what I was upset about is that Maupay missed, because they ripped Liverpool apart on the counter. I don't know how he missed that. I think Alisson saved that. So Alisson saved it. Yeah, but he should have scored still.
So it was Everton, Liverpool, 0, right?
Yeah.
Nila, yeah.
Okay. So wasn't there some controversy? I didn't see, but I see.
Yeah.
Posting.
Kana Cody, actually.
The Van Dijk situation.
Offside.
Yeah. But the ball actually touched Milner's study. I
Yeah.
don't understand how they go
They
compare
were
to
robbed.
Van Dijk saying that. They were robbed, bro. Like, they were really robbed. Like,
It doesn't. It does. Sorry, Dunga. I was gonna say it doesn't matter like if you're in an offside position or not. Once it comes off a defender, that rule goes out the door. At least that's how I understood the offside.
yeah,
Right?
that's exactly what I'm saying.
So
No, not
they did.
necessarily. It depends
Huh?
on the intention. So if the defender is passing the ball, it comes off a pass. So it has to look like he's making a pass. If he's going for the ball and he miss the ball and he come to you, or him foot touch it and he come to you, as long as he's not trying to pass the ball, they're still gonna consider it outside.
Try to play the ball, not necessarily pass it.
Right.
Play the ball. And
Okay.
yeah, that's it. So if he just lick off and heel and he didn't even see it,
Right.
then that's
They're not gonna call it
ball.
outside.
Yeah, that yeah.
Yeah, you're not
I
gonna
mean,
call it.
Okay. Well, I guess
Bro,
I'm right
well,
then.
I don't know.
I'd love to wait
I've
until-
seen it. I've seen it go both ways. So yeah.
Yeah, it was like one
You
of
have
those
to really
decisions where it
question
can
the
go both
referee
ways.
in England too. Like you really have to really question these referees in England.
Yeah,
That is
people
crazy.
watch
And
referees
speaking
and
about referees in England brings me to the next match I want to talk about briefly. The
Yeah.
2-1 win for Chelsea. Robbie, was it a foul
Yeah.
on me or not?
I wish Bendy. Bendy was on the floor already. Bowen hopped over him. It just caused him left foot kind of catch. The left foot catch Mendy on the shoulder or wherever. Goalkeepers will have first, what you call it now? The first preference in a lot of these calls once there any fouls on them or anything, any attacks on them or anything. I didn't think it was a foul. To be honest, I didn't think it was a foul. I don't know how Dunga saw it as it. I don't
Initially,
know.
all right. So initially, I thought I didn't think it was a foul initially, but when I look back at it, I realized that Mendy got there first. He got the ball, right, and
Right.
going for the ball. He got there. He got the ball, and once he pushed that ball away, and the defender caught it. Now, if you do that anywhere else on the field, two we go for your ball, I get the ball, boom, and you following up and hit me, the ref will call it. It's a foul.
But the thing about it is, it wasn't like he was falling to make the tackle. He was
It
hopping
doesn't
over
matter. They're
Mendy.
going for the ball. It don't matter if it's a
Bro,
tackle.
bro, that's a stupid
It don't
call,
matter,
bro.
it don't matter if it's intentional or not, boss. You understand me?
It's still a stupid call, bro.
Because and you already know how they are protective of the goalkeepers.
That's
So,
what I'm saying. Because goalkeeper get first preference.
both sides, it is a foul. Okay, maybe
So
he wants to
what would you do?
foul.
What would you do? What would you do if it wasn't given as a foul?
What
Would
would I
you
do?
still be arguing it?
Would I still be arguing? It's a foul. So yeah, of course would I argue. It's a foul.
But how would your argument be about? Because right now,
Foul the
you're
keeper.
one of the few saying it's a foul now, right now.
Say that again.
So what say the coach? Coach Jason
Hold
Craig
on.
Rose. What say you?
Hold on, I'm
Was it-
typing something. 1 second. 1 second.
Okay. For me,
Alright,
for
go
me,
on
bro,
then.
like, for me, it's yeah,
Borderline.
yo, understand the controversy, but I think I
Borderline.
lean more it being a fall than not. I do see your point, Robbie. That's how I felt when I was watching the game because I really wanted Chelsea to lose that game. And I being so I was speaking from an emotional standpoint rather than yo. And I mean just really looking at it and trying to see it from the referee's perspective. I mean, yes, they both went for the ball. It is fair that Mendy won the ball. He did.
Exactly.
He won the
Yeah,
ball.
we not disagree on that.
I understand that the attacker is trying to get over him, but still his stud
It's
caught him. That is a free kick. Like anywhere on the pitch where you miss the ball, your stud catch the player, it's a free kick. And I mean, and he's on the floor, yes, because he made the save. So it in a sense we can't really look at it any other way than say, yo, it is a foul. If his studs got Mendy in the chest and Mendy made the most of it, maybe because I don't think the Chelsea players were even complaining that it was a foul until the goal scored. So maybe if Mendy had gotten up and be like, yo, whatever.
Yeah,
maybe
right.
for-
Yeah, because the stud wasn't actually like a stump. It wasn't a stump on him like when he was.
Yeah,
playing.
but
That's
that
what I'm talking about.
he still caught the player. You know what I mean?
It was a shaky dude.
He still caught the player and he caught the player and the player's chest and it was a stud. Like it's so many things
Bro,
like
Bro,
you know what I mean?
bro, he stud barely grazing chest, bro. Like Uncle barely touch that,
I
bro.
be one for one little brush. You brush from them and them little the roll like so.
Bro, but a lot of the time these refs don't pardon them when them little bro. Look at Bruno's one. Him long when he get a touch from Saka, you know. However, I think Alakanga when brush him lay down all long. He's in better fall. I mean, I tell him to get up. Me and my son, I say, get up, Bruno, get up because you could have cast one goal this and then could have make a transition and go score. I hate them. There's something, bro. Get up, you.
Get up.
Maybe if your foot when did so, you move your foot still, no? But if your foot when did so, I can understand because I don't breaking leg. But yeah, I'm still leaning to the fact that goalkeepers get first preference. I'm still leaning to that. So
They protect the goalkeeper.
I'm
It's still a-
finished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take your 3 points and run. I don't care.
Neil,
yeah,
what
I
was the
mean-
question now? Sorry.
The
Okay,
dog-
No, we
Jason,
were trying to we were talking about the
And the
Foul.
Mendy foul.
Mendy. So I was asking you what do you think if it was a foul or not?
Did you see it?
I thought it was very soft. Yeah, I thought it was very soft. But I also could see why they gave it, if that makes sense, because Mendy hit the ball and then got contact afterwards, right? So in that sense, like, you know, the keeper's gonna get protected. But if you look at the actual contact, like his foot, like he was kind of going over Mendy and his foot like went like this. Like so,
That's what I'm
that's
saying, bro.
the
That's
is
exactly
there
what I'm
wasn't
saying.
much in it, but the fact that he made contact,
Yeah.
you know,
Remember, we have
they're
VAR,
gonna
bro.
call
And
it.
you know,
Yeah,
once you have VAR and VAR put it in slow motion, it's going to look worse than how it actually
Yeah.
is.
That's how
And
they
that-
robbed Everton.
Yeah.
But
it's about
everything.
VAR too. This whole slow motion challenges, and it's like, bro, like, and I mean, I hate that about it, but it's just what it is, because it always look worse than what it actually is when they put it in slow motion. You know what
yeah,
I mean, but for me, I agree. Like valid points. I mean, if it was Manchester United, I would be saying, yo, it's a foul, it's a foul.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? If I was, if I was a West Ham fan, I would be like, yo, it's not a foul, it's not a foul. So it's just one of those situations where the referees just have to make that call, and we just have to live with it. You know what I mean?
right.
But yeah,
Goalkeeper first preference, bro. You know that.
Robbie, I give
Oh,
up
I
on that.
can't. No, I'm not leave on this. The goalkeeper
yeah.
first.
3 points I go put palm and say.
Nah, honestly though, but goalkeepers do get protected a lot.
They
So
should.
And they
it's
should.
yeah,
They should. Of course,
yeah, yeah. It's a
So I
fair
understand.
point.
I understand. Like I understand with that point, and it's not my team, so I'm not really stressing over that. You know? Look, I got this.
Once we ask yourself,
Really?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm just
taking down
saying,
the match.
taking those 3 points like that, that's not the way to do it. And but you guys, yes, it's justification for you not getting the fall on the hero pull and Cucurella. That's all I could say.
Bro, here it is. Anyways, the last match I want to talk about on Saturday, being that we do have a City fan here, is the
Yeah,
1-1 draw against Villa. Jason, how did y'all draw against Villa?
we
I like
We
feeling
played-
Gerard.
we played poorly, and then Pep was man managing, looking ahead at the Champions League game, and like what I don't get, and trust me, I absolutely respect my manager. Like he's the best manager in the world, in my opinion. I feel like there's no other manager that can lead our team in the right direction. But for a man that complained every second last year about substitutions and not being able to like wanting more substitutions because of team rotation or whatever, and yet still you finally have 5 subs and you make 2. Then why were you complaining in the first point? Like I just like that doesn't make sense to me, huh?
What were
I
the
don't.
two changes?
I don't
Who
even
were?
freaking remember. Let me bring it up. So
So, let me ask you,
Yeah,
Jason.
yeah.
Like you said,
No,
you had changes.
he brought on. So he took off. Where was it?
I can find the few real quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yesterday. He
What are we-
He brought on Ake for Walker, and then Maris for Silva. Yeah, Maris for
So what are the
Mar-
things that you would have like to see, like to have seen basically?
So Maris is never a bad change, right? I'm not upset with that. Personally, I would always keep Bernard on the field. I would have done either Holland. Foden played terrible the whole. I love Foden, but Foden played terrible the whole game. So I'd rather see Mahrez, Foden, and then maybe putting Bernardo on the left or Mahrez on the left, whichever. But I prefer Mahrez on the right, and then bringing in Alvarez, right, for that pace, that injection of pace. Holland is a striker that needs balls on the top of his head to put them in, right? He's a striker, or a ball played through the channel where he can bully players and dribble it to goal, right? So Alan is not gonna make your link up 1-2 Manchester City tiki-taka style play. Alan is not that type of player, right?
He can do it though. I
no,
see him do it yesterday though.
No, he wasn't. Alan's makes the fewest touches on a City field, bro. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so he's not gonna be like a false 9. He's not a false 9. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
So-
he is. I'm just saying.
So
Jason.
I'd rather him go 2 up top in a game like that when we have to score. Go 2 up top, bring in Alvarez like what he did the game before, and that worked. So that was just my view on the game still. mind you, we played poorly in general, so it's not
Yeah,
like it wasn't
a lot of
necessarily individual
a lot of loose
individuals.
passes and
Yeah.
stuff.
De
And
Bruyne
to be
played poorly. Foden played poorly. I
Silva
don't know.
too.
Yeah, Silva. Yeah, Silva wasn't that
To be
great.
Kind of
honest, like
poor.
I understand for Pep, like, and this is how the false nine is very effective and has
Yeah,
been for City for the past years. When you have a team that's really sitting back, sometimes you don't really want a striker to just be there. So you're not standing up. You need, the false nine normally drop into space, kind of bring the defenders out of position and all that kind of stuff. So is it the case, Jason? Because I see where it was kind of similar with Aguero in the latter part, where he was, especially after the injury, he was kind of out of favor. Like Pep got so used to the false nine system, and when Aguero came back, he could hardly get into the team and all that kind of stuff. And you see now this season where he's trying to change the system a bit in having, because I see he's using more of a 4-2-3-1 now, having De Bruyne in that
yeah,
number 10 spot to supply Haaland, which makes a lot of sense
Which
because
makes a lot of sense.
yeah,
Exactly, Neil.
and like we were talking before, Jason,
yeah,
off here about having how important that number 10 is in the
yeah.
system. And I
Mhm.
mean, so what do you think about this new system? Yes, Haaland is a goal scorer, but
Yeah,
you cannot expect him to be roaming and dropping in half spaces, making plays and all that kind of stuff that Foden would
right,
have done if he was in the fast nine. And I mean, so
right.
what do you think about this new system?
So personally, like, and all the pundits have been saying, like, City has to adjust to Holland because he's just that type of player. He will get you the goals if you play if you kind of center the team around him. But I still believe in just the way, not necessarily having a false nine, but the way we were playing last year in terms of our method of build up. I still believe that is essential to the City team, and then we just got to change the out ball essentially. So I would I would personally have De Bruyne in the 10. Stop dropping so deep. Like, leave that to Gundo and Rodri. Like, I feel like De Bruyne is too deep sometimes, and he'll pick up the ball and he'll carry it well sometimes,
Free
but a
roll.
lot of times he'll turn the ball over, and then he'll second half he's tired as hell. And that's because he's running too much. Play in the 10, roam the middle of the field, collect the ball, play it through the channels to Holland, or play it wide and whip it into Holland because we finally have a striker now, a tall striker that we can actually send crosses in. You know what I mean? I don't feel like we do that enough when our wingers get the ball, and I know it's because they're used to the system from last year, where it wasn't about finding a striker, it was about finding the goal. When our wingers get the ball, they cut inside all the time. You know what I mean? And I feel like we can cross now. We have a tall striker
Yeah, but your
with more
goal came
crosses.
from the cross, right?
Yeah.
It was De Bruyne who made that cross from all the way out on the right hand side, right?
Yeah, but that's De Bruyne. That's a De Bruyne thing. De Bruyne will get the ball anywhere and find you.
As a
Like,
mid,
yeah, but we can't. I'm talking about like a method, like like or way of playing, right? The De Bruyne will always get the ball and just make a magical pass across the field. But I'm talking about like what do you do as your system? What is your system, right? I say play to the wingers, whip crosses in. One, that's because you can't have one style of play, right? I say have De Bruyne in the 10, have Holland making those powerful channel runs, playing through the channels, right? I feel like that's the way we should go about it. And then from time to time, we can use two up top and have two different types of strikers with Alvarez and Holland to make it less predictable, right? Because when you get predictable, people adjust to you, right? So I feel like we can switch it up. He did it. I didn't feel like it could work, but he did 4-4-2 against who did we
Last
play
game.
before? Yeah,
It's first.
4-4-2 against not and I know they're not the strongest side in the
First
in the
time,
league.
man.
Yeah, it was forced. They're not the strongest side in the league, but like it worked. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
it
what?
worked.
to
Yeah,
be
so,
honest,
Actually,
like I
yeah,
wanted to point this out too. Like I
yeah,
watched the game most of the game actually, and I saw in some points where it seemed as if it was like uh it was like a Manchester United with Ronaldo, like always trying to give Ronaldo the ball when he's on the pitch.
Yeah, trying to give Haaland.
City had players, I don't remember the players right now, but they had, there are different paths to make, but everybody was kind of trying to play in Haaland. Like everybody was trying to force the ball to him. De Bruyne, once he got the ball, he was trying to find Haaland. I see Cancelo was trying to find Haaland.
Cancelo was trying to outside of the foot pass. Yeah.
They're trying to
So is a case where these players are like, oh, this guy just scored 2 hat-tricks back to back. Yo, let's get him the ball. All that kind of stuff. Forgetting the whole Pep Guardiola style of play, moving the ball around short passes, breaking down teams.
No, Neil.
That even when they go against their normal way of playing, the players that you guys have, they're so dynamic that they can create regardless. You understand what I'm saying?
I wanted to respond directly to what Neil was saying, Dunga. Like, I am not against that. I am not against, so when we played false nine, there was nothing wrong with that. It's just a different way of playing, a different type of offensive style, right? Now that we have a 9, I am not against them trying to build the build play around the number 9, right? I just don't want us to not do other things. You know what I mean? You can't just go about a game with one style. Like, you know what I mean? Like when I coach my kids, we use 4-3-3. We do use a false 9, but he's really a number 9. Like our striker is a number 9. So I drill them on doing 3 different rotations of play each game. We tried this for the first 10 minutes, then we switch to this for the next 10 minutes, then we switch to this for the next 10 minutes. If one thing isn't working, we can switch to the other thing sooner or later or whatever, right? So you can't go in a game and say, all right, this is the game plan. You're going to knock the ball upfield to Haaland, and that's the one thing you're going to do the entire game. You get what I'm saying, Neil? You can't just do one thing the whole game. And I feel like that's what we did. That's what we tried to do, right? Mix it up.
That one,
you understand?
That one is
trying to find everybody, get the ball, look up. Where's Haaland? Give Haaland the ball.
Yeah,
no.
I got that vibe. Yeah, and I was like,
mix it up.
It's a simpler pass to make. Like even Foden, I was like, bro, there's a different pass to make. You know what I mean? Everybody was trying
to whip it in.
And I mean, I guess if you have a striker that scores hat-trick back to back, like it kind of make you steal like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. You had a Brazilian number 9, and you guys wasted it. So don't come go out.
Listen.
The ball about it, have no striker. You guys
listen. I don't know. Listen, Neil, I agree. Neil, I don't know why you're talking to me as if I don't agree. Like Pep, I don't know what Pep look at players and he sees things that we don't see. Cause like he looks at Gabby and say, "You're a right winger." I'm not like, yo. Yeah. He looks at I know he's not playing for us anymore. He looks at Fabian Delph and goes, "You're a left back." Like, yo, Pep, that's just Pep, bro. Like, I can't understand Pep. Like,
I get yours out, but because I said, you guys have a number 9. No, but I mean, I do get what you're saying. I mean, I do agree. I do agree with you. You have to having a player like Haaland in the team. You have no other choice than to just try to build a team around him. I just don't want. I'm not a City fan, but of course I like to watch. They play the best football in the world, and of course I don't want them to neglect their usual style of play just because Haaland is here, blah blah blah. Because there are going to come games when Haaland is not really on his game, you know what I mean? And they're gonna have teams that are gonna sit back, and sometimes you don't really that poacher with those teams that have 3 defenders. Sometimes it doesn't really work because you need that number 9 to be roaming. Movement is what matters in a team that is going to sit back like that with a lot of bodies behind the ball.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But yeah,
you know what? You know what I want to see though from Haaland more of? Like, I want to see more like and I get it. He's a number 9. I want to see him dropping in and like making more link up plays. Like instead of just sticking to the last defender and waiting for the ball. Like I want to see because he's fast, he's strong. Like he can do it. He can make a link up and then make a a dashing run through the channel. Like he's strong. Like he can do it. So
Yeah,
and
I saw him and Mings having a little thing. Like Mings, I try. Yeah, so Mings, man, we box to them, bro.
yo, Holland is Alan is a freak of nature, bro. Like the man is like different. Like that kid is like he's what 6'4" and 22. Bro.
He's a giant. But we've seen especially since Pep took over, we've seen where especially last season, bro, where the midfielders were the ones getting on the score sheet. And I mean, so this was the Villa game was one of those games where the Gundogan needed to step up, and the Foden, the Bruyne, and because it seemed too dependent on Haaland that game. And I mean, and you guys have talent all around, so goals should be coming. Having Haaland now should be added to the goals that you were already scoring from before. And I mean,
Exactly.
once you got that out, you guys are going to be unstoppable, I believe.
Yeah, and that comes with because one thing people were saying about City last year, like it was predictable what they were trying to do. Like everybody knows that
Predictable.
Yeah.
It could be stopped. Predictable.
No, that's predictable and stopping it are two different things, like you can know somebody I can do, and the way them go about it still get done. You know what I mean?
I hit Robin for
But
on that left foot, right?
Robin.
yeah,
Robin
so
You do it, but you can't stop it.
nah, stop it, bro.
So,
But I get what
I feel like now the fact that we have another dimension, I'm not gonna say a different dimension because we always had different dimensions. We have another dimension on top of what we have already. We have freedom now to mix it up, right?
Yeah, mix and
What-
match.
When you get the ball as a player, like I'm thinking of our wingers, Foden, the Silvas, the Mahrez, the Brenner. I feel like when they get the ball, them have so many options right now. Them nothing just a look for Alan for whip one or play it through to him. Like if it dead, if the run dead, of course. Cause I always tell my player them, yo, if the pass is there, make it. Forget about like what y'all try to do. If you see the opportunity, take it. You understand? Always punish a mistake. That's what I tell my players them. Always punish a mistake. You understand? So, yeah?
But as soon as what you just say, as soon as you start do that, trust me, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
It's going to
the
be
whole
crazy.
Fast Night thing was almost unstoppable now. So yeah.
As the end of that move, it's going to be crazy. But I mean, those are the results for Saturday. We can briefly, and I said briefly, talk about the Brendan Rodgers situation, because I see they got trashed today, 5-2, and they're bottom of the table.
5
Against a
games,
good
no wins, no
team
draws.
today. Robbie, what do you have to say about
Rodgers, I don't know what's happening. For me, I don't think it's a manager owner altercation. That's not happening. I don't think so. Him and the manager good. Him and the owner good. I don't know about the fund side, if he wanted to buy players or not, and he didn't get the funds. I don't know. However, he still has good players from last season. Madison's, your Harvey Barnes, Jamie Vardy, at Patson Dakas, at Iniachos, etc. Tielemans as well. They still have good players, but something is happening there. Is it that the players are trying, or the players have some form of issue? I know him and Madison have some issue last season, but I think that was rectified. I don't know. But there's some.
Lost the dressing room, Robbie?
Yeah, I think Rodgers lost the dressing room. I think so.
It seems that way, because I was really surprised. Leicester, fighting for top 4. Like we can safely say that Leicester is a top 16 based on how they were playing.
Exactly.
They didn't make it on time, but just how they played football and how aggressive they were going forward, getting James Vardy scoring goals, Madison, Tielemans controlling the midfield, Ndidi. So this season, like, is really surprising to see. What I don't know. Dunga, you think he's going to get the sack, or What is it?
Bottom of the table after 6 games, after losing the dressing room, it's not looking good, bro.
Even
not-
so, don't go. But you have to go back prior. Go back to the last half of last season. It's from there. It's coming from.
So it's okay.
It's really coming from there. Remember, they finished
I
badly
like
at the end of
Brendan as
last
a
season.
coach, you know. I like him, you know, and I mean,
Yeah, he's a good coach, but I don't know what happened.
I almost came to Manchester.
I mean,
United.
with the soccer culture in the Premier League right now, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm
Six.
saying
I mean,
if
they do their next game is against Villa and they're at home. So they could try and get a result from that. However, they do have Spurs after that game. So I mean that's rough. I mean they have fairly a decent run of fixtures coming up after the Spurs game. They have Forest, Bournemouth, Palace, Leeds, Wolves, and then they have City. But they have like a good 5-match run where they could, get some wins there, grind out some results. Some if they can get the win, get a draw, all that kind of stuff. So other than the Spurs game leading up to that City game, they do have some good games where they could.
if he lasts that long,
if he
I
lasts
guess,
that long. That's one of the challenges that
Against Villa.
the fan base seem to not be on his side right now either.
exactly.
Something is wrong. Yeah, something is definitely wrong.
Yeah, so
It was. I think you're getting the players are getting booed off the pitch or something like that.
right, they got
Yeah,
booed up,
yeah.
kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's not looking good.
Yeah,
Once you see that, but I mean, I think Brendan is a good coach. So
He is, yeah.
can turn this around, then credit to him. But for right now, it's really, really, really not looking.
Yeah, because I don't think the owners want to be dangling down here. And the thing with this is that without the Premier League is set up, if you allow yourself to fall in a hole, the chances of you digging yourself out is going to be hard, especially when
Pretty slim to none.
at that point everybody fighting for it, and you don't want to be caught up in that fight at all. You understand?
Honestly,
Yeah.
we cannot. But I mean, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. For the next fixtures for Brendan. That's definitely one to watch. That's
Yeah.
definitely one to watch out for. I mean, been a good weekend all around. Especially for me. I'm gonna be celebrating for the rest of the day. I know Robbie too. So I'm really. It was a good weekend. Good weekend of results.
Chilling, bro.
Yeah, was a good, very, very, very good show. Guys, yeah, I just wanna thank y'all for for spending the time today to do this. I mean, I know y'all have stuff to do, but really appreciate everybody that came on. Saka, everybody that was on the live watching all that kind of stuff. Really appreciate. Don't forget, guys, to like, subscribe, and also share. We do really appreciate y'all here at Team Sauce Podcast. All right. So until next time, guys,
Hey,
keep it saucy. Don't
Keep it
know.
saucy. Yo, join us next week Saturday. Saturday for Man City versus Spurs. We're gonna be watching that game live. Yo, don't forget to like and subscribe, please. All right, catch you guys next time.
Blue.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, man.